Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today you want to have like a sneaky queen charge planned in the latest war, and I will show both of my attacks. I will show you guys the planning once again, which leads into this, and you guys can see already the result, even though I won't show the result of the attacks, which means might be a fail, might be a triple, and the opponent did not attack because right now it seems like that in Iran the internet got shut down, which sucks. But well, that's the reason why our opponent did not attack. But they had defensive CCs. We had still a good war with overall 20 triple, which is still pretty decent for us. And yeah, let's jump into the first attack. And this is going to be the base which we're going to attack. And I did this attack in the live stream yesterday. And well, we wanted to try something cool, something different a little bit. And the reason why we ended up on this attack is because you guys, if you're stopping by in the like at the live stream, you always can like give your feedback as well into the attack. And what we came up with was a queen charge into a jump, and then we somehow obviously had to funnel with our king on the upper side. And at the left side, we could just funnel with the wizard. That was actually kind of cheap as a funnel. And then, like I said, jumping into the base. The next step is that we do not know where our queen is heading. Like, is she going first onto the air defense or is she going first onto the town hall? We don't know. And the reason for that, or like because of this, it was the reason why we had to bring 2 free spells. And with knowing that for the back end of this base, we had to bring at least 2 heals if you want to go with Hawk Riders, we do not had too many rages for a queen charge. For making sure that everything is actually working, because we had 1 jump, 2 freezes at least because of the possible town hall freeze, otherwise our healers might get targeted, and 2 healers for the back end with the Hawk Riders, 2 heals for the back end for Hawk Riders. We had only 2 rages overall for our queen charge, which isn't too much if you're considering that we charged into the enemy king, we are charging into the town hall, and we want to take at least the enemy queen down, and we're charging into a sweeper as well. To work around that, we came up with a nice solution with bringing in another Ice Golem. The reason why the Ice Golem is possible is because of this lonely Inferno Tower over there, because the Inferno Tower would attack my queen and the Ice Golem, which means the queen would take damage, and this means the healers would stay on the queen. But at the same time, the Ice Golem would take the damage of most of the point defenses. And this means it's kind of easy, and let's see how this works. But first off, if you like my content, if you like my videos, go into your settings, into more settings, and then type in the creator code iTzu. Would be a huge support for me, and whenever you're purchasing anything in the game, I get a small part of this. If you want to support any other guy, feel free to do that as well, but make sure to have at least someone in there. Let's go with the attack. We have the Ice Golem, we have our Hawks, we have our queen charge. So let's see if we can do it. We are starting off with our queen, and now the next thing is the Cocoon, which already found a black man, which is really nice, and then immediately the healers, and obviously the next step is the king to funnel everything perfectly. Hopefully my queen is going for the air defense, which she is doing. Like, so far it's looking really good. We do not want to waste any spells yet, or like any, I don't know, rages, whatever. We have to use our king ability. I will use a freeze onto the enemy king because we do not want to use a rage yet. Otherwise we might run out of rages later. So let's see how this goes. Our queen is getting targeted by the Inferno Tower, which means for us, let's send the Ice Golem. The Ice Golem should explode after the CC, with most of the damage coming in, like the town hall, etc. So let's see how this works. The defensive Ice Golem is already gone. The queen is on the town hall, and the queen now has the town hall, cannon, and an Inferno Tower on her. But with the Ice Golem freezing everything, this means the town hall can't shoot anymore, and this means we do not have to actually bring another rage for our queen. Now immediately start with the slammer to tank everything around. And now we have to use our first rage actually. And so far it's looking really good. We have another freeze just to make sure that the enemy queen can't kill our own queen. And this means we actually have like 1 spare rage, which is crazy considering that we, like I said, charged into the town hall, into the king, into a sweeper, into the enemy queen. So it was quite some stuff over there, but it worked out perfectly. So we can use the rage for our Hog Riders, raging them up, using the Warden ability so they would not take any damage. And now the last heal spell for the bomb tower. So far it's looking really good, actually, really nice. And we have a couple of more wizards to place. We have a couple of more loons, archers, etc. So it shouldn't be a time issue at all. I think, I hope. I mean, I know my attacks. I guess I'm the god of time fails, I feel like sometimes. But this should not be a time fail, I think. So we have our archers down, we have our minions, we have everything placed, and this should be a really nice overkill triple. So the first attack was a success, and the rage and the ice golem instead of a rage was a really nice thing. It worked perfectly, and you can have like those small twists in your own attack as well. Just try to think creative, and like I said, those ice golems are super underrated. They're so strong in pretty much any situation, and you can mix them really easy, 1 or 2 in your army composition. So they're a really nice troop overall. But let's take a look at the second base. And this is going to be the second base. And after showing the guys in the stream the plan, and I told them, okay, it might be a little bit risky to do this. They said, well, YOLO pretty much. No risk, no fun. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to charge into the first Inferno Tower, jumping to the Town Hall. And with this, we're clearing out pretty much the complete side at the north part of the base. Which means everything in the pink area is or should be gone if the queen shot is going right. And now we can send in the king, which means everything below the pink line is gone as well. And you guys can see already this narrow path getting created. And there should be like, it could be a kind of nice thing for miners, or let's try hybrid, because hybrid is pretty nice and it's more fun than miners. I don't know what is stronger in this. I think miners might be better in this, how do you say that, in this specific base, let's say it like this. Well, we have to be careful with our funnel as well for the queen, otherwise she might walk and not go in. This is the risky part. It's not about like when this plan is failing, I blame it on the chat or anything. The only risky part is that the funnel might be screwed up. So let's check out. This is going to the army. Let's get in there. We have 15 miners, 16 Hog Riders. So let's see if we can somehow make this work. We're starting off with our ram because the ram can already tank a little bit. There's not too much damage on the ram, so that's nice. Coconut Loon, Baby Dragon, and obviously the Baby Dragon on the other side. We do not bring a Coconut Loon over there because we want to add anyway like a couple of more troops over there. I overreacted with the miner because I thought, okay, my wizards will die. But at least the funnel is set up, so we should be good to go. Our queen is going inside. We have our healers inside. We have the Coconut Loon going. So far, everything is looking good. Even got a black mine with our Coconut Loon, so everything is looking perfect. We have once again Ice Golems in the CC, so it's kind of like an Ice Golem charge again, but not really. But our Ice Golems are going strong so far. The defensive Ice Golem is getting killed, and this is looking good. So the next thing is that we have to hope for our healers staying somehow on our queen, otherwise it could be messed up. The next thing we have to look out for is our queen staying alive. We are placing the jump, so our queen can do actually something, and now placing the rage. So let's start with our king, and now get the hybrid troops in, like the hogs and the miners. First off the miners, because there's a lot of trash on the outside, a lot of storages. Otherwise it might happen that our Hog Riders are like going way ahead of our miners, and that's not the point of this strategy. You want to have your troops grouped up, that's the main point. And now we have a big issue. Our warden is not following, he's not jumping over the wall, and this means I can't really use the warden ability earlier, which means we lost around about 5 to 6 troops just to the enemy queen, which is a little bit like unfortunate, and this causes us a lot of troops to die. Last seal spell is down, queen is still alive, the healers are down by now, but we still got the value done we wanted to get. All of the hogs and miners are going through. Why do I not go to the bottom? what am I doing? And now we're seeing that the last bomb tower, the last remaining bomb tower, is actually killing most of our hogs and miners, which means only our queen is left, and this is not going to be a triple, sadly, but was a nice attack, was a nice effort. I think it was a nice plan. I think maybe only miners might be stronger on this one, but yeah. So today I will do another live stream, once again with my legend attacks. I won't do any war attacks because I'm not in a war right now, but tomorrow will be once again war attacks. And yeah, let's see what we get over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.